Welcome to Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups. Throwback Thursday. I am the master of ceremony, the Mickey Figure legend, Crush the legend, aka Yoda Wise Crush. Sports Talk Network, STN Strong. This episode of Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups is brought to you by Sports Talk Network, sponsored by Wise Sports Betting, Angie Wise Sports, TSPN, B3 Picks. Three of the best ways to go on your betting options. Welcome to this morning's show. What's happening? What's happening? Tap the like button as you come in. Tap the like button as you come in. Hopefully everything is good with you and yours. But we got a little bit of boxing to talk about. Little bit of boxing to talk about. We got some fights this weekend. Actually, we have a fight Friday night. Body work. Good to see you, brother. Good show. I'll be in the shadow rounds, man, because I'll be all over the place. But I'll be saying you, bro. Good show. Keep up the great work, man. But you're the first one in the building. Normally wait for a couple more people to get in. So I just talk a little stuff. That's going on until everybody get to rolling. But have you seen that off the topic of boxing, but have you seen that there's rumor that Sean Diddy Combs will be coming home a little sooner than some people anticipated. I just seen something about it. I didn't take time to look into it just yet because I was following that whole situation. So I'll probably get more detail on it later and talk about it. But yeah, that's going around. The NBA playoffs have started. BC in the building, man. Hope you still enjoying your anniversary, brother. It ain't over yet. We're just getting started. Um, NBA playoffs has started. We're going to see what's going to happen with that. So shout out to all the NBA fans and their teams if they in the playoffs or not. So we have that going on. But nothing too exciting for our sports to really excite me. That's why I'm always here talking about this sport of boxing. I mean, one thing I can get out the sport of boxing, it gives me something to do. It gives me something to talk about, you know? So there it is. There it is. But I'm wait till everybody else get up in here, man. But a lot of things has been going on around and around and around. Uh, I mean, think about what today the president is doing, real quick before we get started with this morning's show. Look at everything that this president is doing. I want y'all to understand something, right? I want y'all to listen to this. I'm gonna give y'all an eye opener before we get started, right? Look at everything around you. Gotta peep the energies around you. And when you really look at everything, when people say you have heaven and then you have hell, well, I'm gonna tell you something. There's no other hell beyond the hell that's on this planet. There's no way there can be an existing hell beyond the hell that is endured in everyday life. Tommy Hill in the building. What's going on, brother? Just warming up things. Just think about it. It cannot be another hell beyond the hell that we see ourselves and people go through on this planet on a daily basis. So you mean to tell me there's a worse hell than the hell on this planet where it's not safe for children and babies to be babies and children. You mean to tell me there's a worse place than this? You out of your mind. And then if you went there before, I don't take your word. It can't be a worse place, another hell to exist, than the hell that we already seeing on this planet, man. There can't be. Look what runs the world. Look what feel what's surrounding the air. So much negative energy is floating around the air more than positive energy. These are just facts. People wonder why the world is the way that it is. Well, let's deal with reality, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the way that the world is. How do you expect the world to be? So anytime you're smiling, whenever you crack a smile, whenever you can enjoy your day, a moment, a celebration, whenever you can bring heaven to what's going on this planet, I don't think you can do anything else but that, because it's just too much negativity that runs the damn world. We have our world leaders are negative people. That's why you have all this negativity going around, but salute to everyone that's fighting the negativity every day. Because let's just be honest, people, there's more negative energy in the world than it is positive. And this is an actual fact. This is not an opinion. Some people like to avoid these sorts of conversations, but hey, you have to have them sometimes. Look at the lack of simple respect. So you can't tell me there's another hell beyond this. People losing their lives over the most hideous things. People have lost their lives, and people getting into, shootouts for the most hideous reasons. You tell me it is a worse place than this? Yeah, okay. Your grandmother, the elderly, can't go outside and walk to the store without being afraid to walk to the damn store. So don't tell me there's a damn hellfire after this. You are out of your mind. Gumbo in the building. With true pettiness, we always doing it, brother. But y'all got to get out of here. I want to hear talk about when you go to hell. We already in hell, and you got to make the most heaven out of this hell that we face on a daily basis. You wonder why you're running around with your brain and your antennas all scrambled and effed up. It's effed up out here. You can't be in between. You gotta be on the right side of things. You on the right side of things, or you simply not on the right side of things. There ain't no in between. There's no more faking the funk. If you really that type of messed up energy, it's going to show on you. You're not going to be able to hide it anymore. Exactly. We don't believe in heaven because we living in hell. And I don't believe in a damn thing because believing is not having knowledge of. But BC, you right. And I just wanted to get this type of situation out before we had some fun this morning. I'm just tired of it, man. Just tired of it. And then if you out here making it the best way you can through all this negativity, I salute you. How's it a worse place than this? And you look at your world leaders. Yeah, me too, Gumbo. I'm sick of them, bro. I'm sick of them too, darn it. I can't stand they behinds. I can't stand nobody that's on some negative stuff. I don't give a damn if they got money or not. I don't like it out. I don't like it. People just messed up out here. People is just messed up out here. Make sure that the people that you choose to be on your team, make sure you have a hell of a team. Polo, Grand Rising to you. Make sure you have a hell of a team. Because you definitely need a team out here with you. You definitely do. And make sure your roster is not overfilled. Because sometimes you can overfill your roster. It causes problems. Yo, D free in the building. STN strong. We in here. We working. Got to watch everything, people. I just wanted to start off with an eye opener because the negativity that's going on in the world is outrageous. And the positive is what is losing the war against it. Gonna be honest. Tell me ain't no other this ain't hell. Bull crap. Bull crap. This ain't hell. What is it then? It sure ain't heaven. What is this? There's no worse hell than this. What do you mean? Strive to push out positive energy as much as you can, ladies and gentlemen, on a daily basis. I have a safe one, Mike Rum. We appreciate you all the time. I am Master Yoda. You Master Yoda. Says who? Says who? Did who called you Master Yoda? Cause you see, I'm gonna tell you something, Fabian. What's up with you? May the force be with you, right? But who told you was Master Yoda? See, because I was given his name. I was given his name. Hey, you ain't Master Yoda. I'm Yoda. I know he is. I know he is. I know the Jedi Knight is saluting me. Salute to him. Yeah, yeah, I know. I got him. Salute, Fabian. Hey, Fabian, where you from? Hey, welcome to Coffee and Donuts for Growing Up, Sports Talk Network. I tell you what we do here. We talk sports. We just don't talk sports. We talk life too, because life is a sport and it's survival of the fittest. Oh, you from Germany? Oh, salute to you. Thank you, Polo. I appreciate it. Love yours just as well. From Bavaria, Germany. Oh, dope, dope. Hey, subscribe to the channel. Come through every morning and kick it with us. How's everything going over there in Germany? Y'all following boxing over there? Oh, you in Bavaria, Germany. I heard of that area. Says sweet cream over there, BC. Okay, cool, cool. Who you follow? Who's your favorite fighter that you watching right now? You got a favorite fighter you like in the sport right now? I could throw some names out there. Well, you probably know. You over Germany. Y'all watch a lot of boxing over there. Germany is dope too. I haven't been there, but I was in Berlin back in '89. Well, Donka to you, Donka to you. Thank you for checking out the show. Yeah, yeah. All right, so right now we're going to get into this morning's segment. the main course serving on the menu this morning in Coffee and Donuts for grown-ups. Tomorrow it's a fight going on. Hey, it is a fight going on. It's definitely a fight going on tomorrow. And it's good to have some boxing on Friday nights. And it look like it's gonna be ladies' night again tomorrow. So we have one of women's boxing most decorated women fighting tomorrow coming out. This young lady, a lot of people feel as though that she's a future Hall of Famer. A lot of them think she's one of the top female boxers in women boxing right now. You ask the men say this is one of the most beautiful women that ever laced up a pair of gloves, and she hot, and we like what she's doing. And this is Alicia Baumgardner. Now we know Alicia is blazing, right? But did y'all know what she was mixed with? Cause the whole time Alicia Baumgardner, I knew she was always blazing. I knew it. Normally what I do, I would try to figure out and guess what they're mixed with. And with Alicia Baumgardner, I wasn't on point with her with this one like I normally do when I take my guess. I even get it right or take a good guess. You know what I mean? So I was always thinking what she mixed with, and come to find out, watching the presser yesterday, I found out that she was half Korean. Never knew that Alicia Baumgardner was half Korean. Just never knew what she was mixed with, but I knew she was a blaze. And I actually thought that Baumgardner was Japanese. I thought she was Japanese mixed, but no, come to find out she's Korean mixed. And I want to talk about the press conference. How many of y'all watched the press conference yesterday between Alicia Baumgardner and SHIN? I'm going to just call her Bo Shin for short, because saying her name, Bo Remy Shin, it sounds crazy, and I don't want to mess her name up because she's such a respectable talent. What's going on, Sirat? And I liked the presser yesterday. Yes, I watched the presser. I don't know if y'all watched the presser, but I watched the presser yesterday. And they kept it nice and simple. They just had the cold main event and the main event. And shout out to crazy ass Lanny Daniels and shit, who can't stop smiling for nothing. Boy, that's a goofy ass girl. Shout out to Lanny Daniels with her She has a certain vibe to it, but it's a positive vibe. So shout out to Lanny Daniels and my girl Shadeja Green. I thought it was a very respectable presser, final presser. I like the way that those women carried themselves. They was very professional about it, very confident, but not animated. Loud, you know how the guys be. No, they was chilling. They was chilling, and they spoke their minds. They answered questions, and they all look confident and ready to go. But let me talk about Lanny Daniels and Shadeja Green first. Now I get it. You're not supposed to take no opponent lightly at all. Not supposed to take no opponent lightly. I get that. Follow that rule, respect that gangster. But I'm going to tell you something, man. This is like the third time I've seen Lanny Daniels, man. Lanny Daniels don't look like the type of female that would be in the boxing ring. Just look at her all smiling. Just smiling, just cheesy. She has that, it's a word that I'm looking for. It's a positive word, but she's a happy-go-lucky. She's just happy to be there. She don't look like she has any urgency of a thought in her mind. You wouldn't think that she's getting ready for a boxing match. You wouldn't think that on the other side of her there is an assassin over there that's waiting to take her head off come fight night. But I like her energy, man. She just all smiley, chewing on a gum, smiling. But when it comes to fight night, she do come in the range and she gives it her best. She ain't gonna come to lay down, but she better be prepared. Cause Shadeja Green is mean. And just the stare of Shadeja Green will have me on some, I don't know what I just got myself into. Not saying I would be afraid, but I'm telling you, so I don't want to say this about Lanny Daniels because it's going to be the same thing I'm gonna say about SHIN, about Bo Shin when I get to talking about her and Alicia Baumgardner. Maria, grand rising to you, love. Um, but like I said, Lanny Daniels just act like she don't have a damn care in the world, man. But you can't take those energies and personalities lightly. They be the ones that go in there and really get you up out of there. And Shadeja Green just so focused on handling her business. And I like the fact that she was just locked in on Lanny Daniels. She said, I'm locked in on her. I'm not worrying about anyone else right now. I really love their energy. It's very respectful and professional. You know what I mean? They talk, they shot their confident words out of there, out their mouths without overhyping themselves, being over animated like some of the men do. Why the men can't conduct themselves like that when it comes to these things, I don't get it because the women see more professional about it. I know fight fans, y'all want to see people, get up in their face, and I know y'all ready for the punks jump up to get beat down and all that, but sometimes you gotta save some of that energy because you see what happens when some of these guys at these presses, they be all hyped and they done sold this, letting us know they gonna do tell us they gonna do all this and doing all that, and they make us buy that ish. During the press conference and this and that and all that, but then come fight night, they the total opposite. They wind up getting a booty tang handed to them. But I like the fact that the woman was doing a confident talk, the trash talk, and a respect talk, all in a professional manner. I think the men need to take a page out the woman's book. You know what I mean? But I think it was very nice. And like Shadeja said, I'm worrying about her right now. And we're going to handle our business. Give me your prediction on Shadeja Green, Lanny Daniels. Is it going to distance or is it going to be an early stoppage? And be honest with you, do any of you give Lanny Daniels, or how much of a chance you give Lanny Daniels against Shadeja Green? Hey, yo, Adam, salute to you. Hey, Adam, I'm taking that as a compliment. I don't think you coming in here on the wrong side of things, but that's not the first time I heard that. So salute to you. I appreciate your compliment. Don't be a stranger. Subscribe to the channel, man, and check us out, Sports Talk Network. This is Coffee and Donuts for Grown Up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I heard it so many times. So yeah, I appreciate you, man. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay around, man. Kick and flow with the with the topic, kick it in the comments. We talking boxing. Don't know how much of a boxing fan you are. But if you're a boxing fan, this is one of the places to be, or this is the place to get your day started. When you getting up out the bed and you need that kick start, I am the coffee before you get the coffee in your cup. So I appreciate you checking me out, man. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. Yeah, but I hear that all the time. It actually be funny. It's a couple of guys around here call me Uncle Rucky because of the voice, because I sound like Uncle Ruckus. So they call me Uncle Ruck or Uncle Rucky instead of Ruckus. There's a handful of young guys that calls me that. That's funny, man. I like that. And I'll be bringing the ruckus too, man. You catch me in rare form when I got to turn up on these cats. Oh, yeah, I'll be bringing the ruckus, man. And the family will let you know. But like I said, I appreciate you coming through, kicking with us, man. But I want to go ahead and get into Alicia Baumgardner and Bo Shin. And like I said, I I was shocked because I thought she was Japanese mix. Same thing with SHIN, very respectable. Her and Lanny Daniels had the same type of energy. Follow me now. They had the same type of energy. Now, do it look like they just, to you, do it look like they just happy to be there and to have the opportunity? Or are they really there to win? You know what I mean? Because I love the high respect between these athletes. It shows great sportsmanship. But I'm gonna be honest, I think they was a little too, like, I think SHIN, I get it. I think she was giving Alicia Baumgardner a little too much respect. Just a little too much respect. Not saying that she got a rah, rah, rah. It's not about that all the time, people. Because sometimes that's corny. But, you know, she was like, she's like very, it's like she seemed very grateful to get in the ring with Alicia Baumgardner. I see y'all dropping off. I'm going to turn up in a minute. But no, y'all going to respect women's boxing, okay? And we got to talk about this real quick. Tighten up, slow down. We just getting started. I ain't turning up just like that on y'all. Y'all crazy. But you know, it just seemed like it's like she's fighting her idol, and the mutual respect between SHIN and Alicia Baumgardner, because they come from the same, you know, ethnicity. So highly respect between, you know, two Koreans. And I don't think that's going to make any difference when it comes tomorrow night when SHIN lace up the gloves against Alicia Baumgardner. One thing about SHIN, if you've seen her fight before, she do come to fight. She do come to fight. She's not easy. She has a couple losses, has a couple draws, but she comes to fight. She's very competitive. She's packing a nice punch. So yeah, she's coming to fight. So, you know, you can take all that smiley, quirky, you can take it lightly all you want, but come fight now. Fight night, when that first bell ring, SHIN coming to rumble. And I know she's aware of what she's up against. Because even though Miss Baumgardner is just being the professional female athlete that she's being, oh, she's coming to take care of business. She's coming to take care of business. She said the Bo got to go. And she's going in there to try to stop SHIN tomorrow. With the utmost respect and great sportsmanship to Alicia Baumgardner, I thought it was such a lady thing for her to go over to SHIN and give her a gift. You know, representing their country of Korea. I thought that was very dope. Love the fact that Alicia Baumgardner respects and represent her other ethnicity. I thought it was very dope. If y'all didn't like that, you're all corny. But I really loved it. Don't know what y'all think about it. Now I could tell some of y'all didn't watch it. But now you know what happened. It was pretty good, man. And you know, of course, they was trying to ask them, well, especially Shadeja Green, about other things, and she said, no, we're gonna stick to this task at hand. And wow. Yeah, I know it's a compliment. Yeah, so that was dope. That was dope. And I think they gonna get it popping tomorrow. My prediction, I don't know. That's why I didn't give a prediction yet. I know the bomb is going there to try to, like, bombs over Bad Dag over SHIN. Now, Bo got a good chin. I don't think she's, in her losses, I don't think she's ever been stopped. I'm not sure. But it's going to be a hell of a fight. Bomb is coming to get out of there. Bo not coming to lay down. Shadeja Green is coming to make a statement. Lonnie Daniels with her smiley ass. Yeah, she's so she's so vibrant. You know, well, she remind me. Lanny Daniels remind me of maybe Punky Brewster. She's just one of those energies, man. But hey, she's happy to be there. She's happy to be facing one of the best in women's boxing. That looks good on their resumes. Going in there with some of boxing's best, all best in women's boxing overall. So that's good on their resumes. For Bo and for Lanny Daniels. And I think these opponents, no matter if I think they're going to lose or not, I think they're pretty good opponents for Shadeja Green. May not be the opponent that we want, but it's not Shadeja Green's fault. But it's someone who's willing to get in the ring and show you that, hey, they here. And they damn to be great. So salute to them. Salute to them. Let me see what time it is. Oh, we got 30 minutes in. It's time to turn up. It's time to turn up, y'all. We getting there. We're getting there, baby. We getting there. Oh yes, we getting there. I'm up here. I'm getting everything together. You know what I mean? Smash the like button. Make sure, PSA, make sure you keeping yourself hydrated. It's gonna be summer-like weather out there today. Don't know what the temperature is going to be exactly where you guys is at, but today is going to be record-breaking high for a spring day here in Philadelphia. Is going up to 93 degrees. I know some of your areas is going to be up in the 90s, but make sure while you out there in that heat that you stay hydrated and stay away and try not to communicate with that negative energy so much out there. Ladies, keep on walking. Keep on walking, ladies. If you don't want to be bothered with these men, keep on walking. I understand why some of you ladies out there have your face frowned up, or your poker face, and y'all don't say nothing to men. I get it. Keep on doing what you're doing. Don't let what they going to say out their mouth. You know they're going to say something crazy because you're going to be out there dressing like it's summertime, showing off those beautiful legs and this, that, and other, blah. You know some knucklehead going to say something crazy. You know what? Just look at him like he crazy. Don't even cuss him out. Just look at him like he crazy and say, man, I pray for a better day for you, and keep on walking. It's going to be higher in Philadelphia than it is in Atlanta. Never, ever did I ever never thought that Philadelphia would have a hotter day than ATL. It's been happening lately. It's been happening. Normally the southern states have the highest temperature. Hasn't been like that lately. So it's not the first time I've seen it, but it's weird to me because you said it's supposed to be 84 degrees and we getting 93, and that's very rare. That a southern state is less hotter than a northern state or city. It's weird. So you can tell they doing things out here, messing with their heart device. He knows what's going on. But just make sure y'all stay hydrated if it's going to be in the 90s, or even if the humidity is going to be high. You know what I mean? Because the humidity makes a difference too. I know a lot of y'all traveling people, y'all done went to islands and things like that when it been up in the 90s, but it don't feel sticky because the humidity is low. Jay Gibson, TWT in the building. What's happening, bro? Who you like? Give me your prediction on how this fight is gonna play out tomorrow for BAUMGARDNER and both SHIN, because they are fighting tomorrow, and I can't wait to see that fight, man. Them women are gonna come to fight. Hopefully, because I'm kind of getting a funny feeling, y'all, that both of those matchups is going to be quick work, and I don't want to be correct about that. I don't want to be correct about that. All right? I don't want to be correct about that. But I think it's going to be easy work. it looked like it. I mean, because like I said, they're so hungry. We know what they coming to do, but how hungry is the opponent? See, we know what state of mind Shadeja Green and Alicia is in. But how hungry is their opponent? Their opponent just their opponents look like they happy to be there and they ain't ducking no smoke, but do they look hungry? You know, they don't look hungry. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that they lack confidence. And even if they going in this fight, knowing that they getting in there with opposition that's naturally better than them, they're not going there and lay down. And I respect that. That's why I said when the daring to be great, you got to be careful and maybe be real selective about who you give that title to. Because the ones that we call great, a lot of those are not daring to be great. But we forget about the people that they're getting in the ring with. And a lot of them are daring to be great. You know what I mean? So the underdogs, they dare to be great. But give me your prediction. Is it going to be 2 knockouts? Will we see Shadeja Green stop Lanny Daniels? Now I know a lot of y'all already predicting that, but you know Lanny Daniels ain't no chump. She's coming in there. I know a lot of y'all predicting Baumgardner to stop SHIN. So before we move on with the rest of the topics, what I would like for you guys to do for me right now is give me the prediction of this fight. Y'all going to respect the woman and y'all going to intertwine with me about these women. You understand? Jay Gibson said the bomb by unanimous decision. I like that. Green by KO. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Jay Gibb. That's my exact sentiments also, to be honest with you. That's my exact sentiments also. That we gonna go 1-1. Cause I don't think Baumgardner is going to stop her. Now the bomb she can crack. But like I said, SHIN is durable. SHIN is durable, man. May not be the most technical, but she can squabble. She can squabble. Yes, she can. She can definitely squabble. Smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like button. Smash the like button, you motherfucker. Smash the like button. Smash the like button, please. Die. Throwback Thursday. Yeah. So let's go. I guess everybody else feels that type of way. So I guess we're gonna talk more boxing. We're gonna be all over the place. It's Throwback Thursday. I'm about to get loose on y'all in a minute. I know y'all like me when I'm turned up. Just give me a second. Just give me a second, cause I mean, we got to stay on a course with what's actually going on in the sport of boxing. So, you know, I done got the plug out the way. Now it's time to, you know, turn up a little bit, you know. Turn up a little bit. Darn it. Now, hold on, y'all. Let me feed my little feline real quick. Hey, yo, you want to talk on video or something? You want to talk to the people with all that noise you making? I said, just you calm down, baby. Hey, yo, you want to box? Nah, yo, I don't want to hear all that, yo. Why all that back talk? You understand? Why all that? You trying to get in the ring, you want to box? Go get your gloves. I'll kick your little behind. Man, you can go a couple rounds. Y'all talk to my cat like that, y'all. My cat off the hook. Yeah, my cat off the hook. She gangster. I think she's mixed. I don't think I think she mixed, y'all. To be honest with Y'all hear me? Yeah, my cat off the hook. Y'all hear me? My cat is off the hook. I don't think she all cat. Be honest with y'all. Yo, GH, Greg Hackett in the building. Yeah, GH. Right now, I was talking about the Shadeja Green and I was talking about the conference yesterday. Shadeja Green versus Lanny Daniels, and talking about the BAUMGARDNER against SHIN. So I don't know if you just came in, but right now, what I'm predicting, I'm thinking a 1-1. I think SHIN may take BAUMGARDNER the distance. I could be wrong, but SHIN is tough. She ain't laying down for nobody. I think she got a very sturdy chin. So I think they going the distance. I could be wrong, GH, but I got Shadeja Green stopping Lanny Daniels. I know Lanny Daniels is coming to Rumble no matter how quirky and, punky boosterish she is. I love her energy. But come fight night, they put those gloves on and they get right at it. So I'm expecting Shadeja Green to stop Lanny Daniels late round. So between 8 to the final round, I think it'll be a late stoppage. But I think both of these fights with these women, they come in a Rumble, GH. I like to see these women fight, and they gonna get busy. Don't know too much about everything else with that, but I think it's gonna be a good fight. I could be wrong about my predictions. But I think BAUMGARDNER, she's confident. But I hope she don't try too hard to stop SHIN. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. If she's gonna overdo it. Because we know she's coming there to make a statement by stopping her. We already know what's going on. Is it safe to say, Tommy Hill, that we know for a fact that the Bomb is making a statement by going in there and knocking out SHIN? Not because she just want to get a KO victory, under her belt, but she wants to make a statement. And I think the statement that she wants to make tomorrow, if she stops SHIN, she gonna be like, look, and y'all want to keep throwing this little sweet Caroline up in my face. I ain't gonna tell y'all again. She ain't ready yet. Now, y'all heard me give my final assessment on that situation. Some of y'all agreed, some of y'all disagreed. But at this point, I'm gonna be honest. I think Caroline Du Bois should chillax. They ain't at the same weight class. It's a clout chaser. She has to get that if the men get it. Okay? Nothing against Caroline. It is what it is. 2 different weight classes. So for one, what we say the rule is, BAUMGARDNER's not ducking her. You understand? Is Caroline Du Bois the biggest fight for her right now? No. Is it one of the most anticipated, want to see matchups for BAUMGARDNER? Yeah, so I get it, but I think she's gonna try to make a statement. But whenever them two get in the ring with each other, I think it's gonna be a nice fight. But I think, like I said, I think my girl Sweet Caroline, concentrate on 135, get everything popping there, get that stock up, because everything is about that prize. It's prize fighting. Okay, people, remember that. It is prize fighting. So it's going to be, this whole situation is going to be nice. So I expect the women's card to be nice tomorrow. And I'm sticking with my predictions. They all look confident. They look locked in. The mutual respect between the 4 women. I thought it was great sportsmanship, making these men look bad out here. Man, the women got the estrogen in them, and they so damn cool. You know what I mean? It's so damn cool. So we gonna see what happens. Let's get to talking about some men boxing, because it's the same old going on in the neck of woods of the men boxing. The hottest topics ain't been the most positive topics when we talk about some of the men fighters, because they've been, perpetrating a fraud, false advertisement, saying a whole bunch of, they ain't doing nothing but quacking, a whole lot of Affleck out there, man. I think Affleck should have be getting sponsoring boxing or something. Change up the insurance. Instead of being car insurance, ass bag insurance, because a lot of these fighters are afraid that they may fall on their ass bag and may not get up. That's what it looked like out here in men boxing. So what's going on? What is going on? A lot of feet is getting held to that heat. And they tap dancing like Gregory Hines trying to get away from that heat that's on their feet. And these guys is talking a whole bunch of trash but not looking complete. What is going on? This duck season, cherry picking season, like it's a whole lot of that going on right now. Quee in the building, what's going on, Quee? It's Thursday, Quee. It's Thursday. You came in the right time just in case things get started, but everybody's been behaving themselves this morning. But if they wind up cutting loose, it's Thursday, it's fine. We getting the main topics out the way. And right now we back to the men boxing. Like I said, it's just so much of this board is going on. And still in all, somebody ain't got to fight. What is going on? I'll tell you this. I don't know if y'all gonna believe, not believe, because believe is not having knowledge. I hate to use that word. I don't know if y'all gonna agree with me or not, but it may look like, to me, somebody need to move up another weight class because they ain't got a damn thing going on in their weight class. You understand? Oh, yeah. Somebody look like they may just need to move their behind up. I mean, what's the use of being in the weight class and you ain't got nothing going on? You ain't got nothing going on, nothing to do. You need to do something. You need to stay busy. I'm going to see if y'all can figure out who I'm talking about this morning. I'm going to just talk, and I'm going to see if y'all can figure out the fighter. But it looks like somebody may need to move up because right now they don't have anything going on in their weight class, and their weight class is tied up, busy, and it ain't worrying about that person right now. Look like somebody need to move up. Can y'all tell me who I'm talking about? Little boxing trivia for you right off the top. Who I'm talking about right now? If it's any fighter that comes to your mind right now that you feel as though the best option for them to do is to move up in weight, who could I be talking about? Who do y'all think I'm talking about? Because I'm talking about somebody. Now, it may sound like it's describing a couple people, but I'm talking about one specific person right now. I want to see how much y'all know these pump fakers, these imposters. Somebody need to do something. Somebody really need to do something because they ain't got nothing going on. And like I said, and I'm going to keep saying this, I'm going to keep advertising this. When it comes to the rest of these fighters, I ain't really got too much to say about them. Like I said, Xander Zayas and Bruce Ennis just did it for me. That's a close one, Mike. I wasn't talking about him. I wasn't talking about him. But damn, I wasn't talking about him just yet. I was talking about his other buddy, the guy he want to fight at a catch weight. This dude, they keep on acting like they go get in the ring with each other, and they don't. I'm getting tired of it. I think this is just one of those again. Coleslaw Davis, no, I wasn't even talking about his ass yet. He about to fight Albright, so I can't be talking about him. He about to get back in there with Wu. I hope Wu pull off an upset on him, man. I need Wu to be super hungry. I need his corner. I need Wu's corner to come with a Yoda master plan to beat Keyshawn Davis. I might need to go see them. They need to be, yeah. But I was talking about the other guy, I was talking about the other guy. We don't like to say his name. He might pop up and stuff like that. Oh, he ain't around? Okay, I'm talking about Debo. Hacker, what's up, Hacker? Say, Woo could be starving, keep fitting the cooking. Hey, you know what, Hacker? I ain't got no problem with that. Salute to you, Hacker. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you now, Hacker. You know, and everybody knows I don't like Coleslaw Davis. Y'all know that. There's no suspense with me. I don't like him. I don't care what you tell me in my right ear. It's going to come out my left ear. No matter what you say in my left ear, it's never going to reach my right ear when it comes to this dude. And y'all know boxing. All y'all know boxing. But y'all, I'm telling you, if GH would try to tell me how good Coleslaw really is, he'd get so mad at me that he'd ram the OG head up against the wall. He'd be like, OG, I know you don't like, I know he's a sucker, but I don't like him. I don't like Boy. I don't like him, y'all. I don't like him. He good, but I don't think he that good. And I'm always rooting against him. I don't like him. I don't like that clown-ish. It's the Philly in me. I don't like that clown-ish, that animated-ish. I don't like that. Because in my city, if he was running around like that, he would have been had all his teeth knocked out his damn mouth, yo. I don't like him. I don't think he's like that. And the moment we see the light about this dude, man, y'all gonna see me act a fool on here. I don't like him. But I'm talking about the old Debo dude. You know, this guy running around delusional, really thinking that he's the overall A-side to the sport of boxing. Isn't this part of the reason why Devin Haney don't have a damn fight right now? Because he really thinks that he's the A-side of all A-sides in the sport of boxing. I see them trying to, that Mayweather-ish. No, get out of here. I rock with Keyshawn. The kid is nice. He's from the DMV, so he from my area. I know it's not wrong with being biased. You know, I don't like him, man. Delusion is running rampant in these YouTube streets. The reason is because PBC be giving bad deals. You think so, Hacker? I don't know. I don't think it's that. I mean, even if you're correct about the business aspect, but I'm not the one to talk about the PBC or nothing like that. PBC ain't done nothing wrong to me. Y'all be pissing all on the PBC. You can pee on the PBC if you want, Hacker, but I ain't doing it. Okay? I ain't doing it, Hacker. You know, I'm being smooth. They gonna mess with you. You know, that's not true, Hacker. That's cat. But you know, you're a Haney fan, so I get it. I understand your biasness, but this ain't safe haven for that. DS in the building. You know, but what is this dude going to do? Is what I'm saying. Because like I said, I really appreciate Xander Zayas. Because Xander could have held up the division. Like a lot of these guys do. They say this, they say that, but then they don't want to accept challenges. Then these guys are running around bragging about what they did at their young age. You know, I'm 21 years old, not this. It's 20 years old, this. He did at this age. He did at this age. Well, guess what, Devin Haney and Bill Haney? Your ass ain't 23 no more, boy. It's always going to be somebody younger coming. That's what kills me about these jokers. Acting like, I'm going to be the youngest to ever do anything. I'm going to be the youngest ever. The youngest ever. No, you will not be the youngest ever because young is always coming. What's up, Cam? My brother came in the building. This is nonsense. I know Mr. Hill. I know that, but I'm not trying to hear that. Yeah, everybody's saying that they number one, but they not number one. The Wildcat in the building, John Sanders, salute. They not the one. They ain't the only one. See the difference? You can't be the one if you're not the only one. What are we talking about here? Do I need to repeat that again, y'all? You can't be the one if you're not the only one. Smash my like button. Smash the hater button. I don't care what you do. You gonna get this. You're definitely gonna get this OG talk. But he said that he gives fighters their biggest paydays. Yes, Tommy Hill. We know he's delusional as ever. What they smoking? They must be smoking some other stuff. I don't know what they do in their spare time, but delusion is running rapid in the sport of boxing right now. It looks like a plague that's taking over the minds of these athletes. That's the plague that's running around in the sport of boxing right now. The state of delusion. Now, could Devin Haney possibly been these things? Could he have became these things? Think about it. All this that he's impersonating and perpetrating to do, they still ain't doing nothing but trying to perpetrate, Floyd Mayweather. That's all they trying to do. But they're not trying to put in the work that Floyd Mayweather put in. We already know this. Look at it. They can't shake their Mayweather off their asses. And think people ain't paying attention. Oh, Yoda's paying attention. Yoda's paying attention. He ain't Mayweather. Nothing like Mayweather. I don't care how many damn years that old big nose, that old silverback nose son of yours was at that Mayweather gym. I don't give a damn. He ain't him. He ain't him because he ain't got it. So if he ain't got it, he can't be him. It's only one Floyd Mayweather Jr. It can't be Floyd Mayweather Jr. 2.0, 2.0 and a half, 3.0. What the hell are y'all talking about? Like, give it up, homie. These dudes don't even have their own identity. They suffer from identity crisis, which is a pet peeve for me, because where I'm from, you better know who the hell you are before somebody decide to tell you or make you who they want you to be. You understand? I don't care if he training with James Toney. What do that mean? I see that he's training with James Toney, but what do that mean? Nothing. Nothing. James Toney can give him all the guidance, all the wisdom, all the gems, all the jewel droppers, and what to do and what not to do and how to do it in the ring. It ain't gonna make him victorious. Well, listen, I told y'all, listen, I know people that been there when Dad was there as a kid. I told you one of my childhood friends worked with the Mayweathers for years. Another boxer. Another boxer's Fareed Samad. It's my childhood friend. Y'all should know his name right now. He's been around for years. So I was hearing a lot of things. But it ain't nothing like Mayweather, so stop it. Nothing like him. Wanna be like him. I wanna, and you don't wanna do what you need to do to be that. These dudes is too diva-ish for me. They ain't big bank. Because if they was big bank, they wouldn't be on big stank right now. If they was big bank, they wouldn't be on big stank right now. All these years of perpetrating and acting like they going out for Oscars and all that. Now y'all see what time it really is. Albert Bell is the boogeyman. Albert Bell is the boogeyman. Tito Mercado is a boogeyman. Oh, it's a whole lot of boogeymen running around. Huh? Maybe we should have a topic about that. The ghost of boxing, the boogeymen of boxing. Yeah, it won't be none of these dudes y'all talk about the boogeymen. They scared. They too busy boogieing away from some damn smoke. If they any type of boogeyman, they boogieing on the dance floor to boogie away from some damn smoke. The Barge has a song called In Time. It will reveal itself. These guys can't keep on running around giving us all this politician talk. All these years, y'all been talking about these fighters that like y'all know them inside and out. Now look at you. You're looking like a fool. Because these fighters ain't even representing y'all the way that they should be representing y'all as they fanboys and fangirls. You want a moist meter this morning? It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous. It's really out of control. The so-called face of boxing. The boy is the face of some other stuff, okay? It's not the face of boxing. No one is scared of him. Besides Tio. And this Joker again. This Joker again. There he go. There he go again. Somebody play the Johnny Gill song. There you go, but speed it the hell up. Because here go this nut ass Teofimo Lopez with the bullish again. With the bullish again. You know what that means? He didn't get his ass beat good enough. And here I come. He didn't get his ass beat good enough. Because why Teofimo Lopez is still saying all this racist shit out his mouth? I thought Bud Crawford checked him. He wasn't supposed to come out and say this ever again. Oh, we added NHA last night to the radio clan? Right with him. Oh, wow. Oh, well, he may feel right at home. You understand what I'm saying? I thought T.O. was doing all this. Oh, you know, it's just for business. It's just for business. I'm truly not a racist. I love the brown, I love black people. It is that now here he go with it again. And you know why T.O. opened his big ass mouth again? Because he ain't get a good enough ass whipping, that's why. The only thing he got was peppered the hell up. That wasn't enough to shut him up. Somebody need to break his jaw in all places. Somebody really need to knock Teofimo Lopez the hell out. That's the only way he's going to stop. Somebody need to whoop his ass. Oh, wow. Tommy Hill said NHA is a naked freaking simp whose heart pumps haterade. Oh, that's on him. Just don't come messing with me. I'll scorch his ass. I'll scorch his ass. You know what I'm saying? Yes. This dude, like somebody should, yeah, he's a gatekeeper. He's definitely a gatekeeper. I don't like Teofimo Lopez. Shakur, Shakur ain't the one that can knock him out because Shakur ain't knocking nothing the hell out. Speaking of him, what's going on with the other half of the Wonder Twin? What's going on with one half of the Wonder Twin? What's going on with Shakur? Oh, we see his twin got Woo Albright. Now what's going on with Mr. Stevenson? What's going on with this Wonder Twin? Because Coleslaw already done activated his fight. So what's going on with Shakur? Same thing that's going on with Devin? Don't have a damn thing going on. Now he's going back to the Muratalla fight. You know why, Cam? Because he has nowhere else to go. That's why he's going back to the Muratalla fight. Which I think, everything that Shakur was shooting out was all cap. Because he been saying he wanted to fight Muratalla. See, this dude, Shakur Stevenson is in the wrong business. He's in the wrong profession. He should be a lawyer. Shakur Stevenson should be a damn lawyer, not a boxer. This man does nothing but lie through his damn dimples. That boy is in the wrong profession. That boy would have helped some people win some cases. That's what he should be into, law. He should be a lawyer. Oh yeah, I know we do, Cam. Coming up at 10:05. Coming up at 10:05. It's outrageous. What you mean he just fought? Y'all should ask what's going on with Tank. Nobody don't need to know what's going on with Tank. We know what's going on with Tank. Tank has outside of the ring issues, boxing hacker. So why would we be talking about Tank and Tank got goddamn outside of the ring issues? What are you talking about? Hacker, what are you talking about, my guy? He just fought. What you mean he just fought? And it looked like he can fight now with that soft ass shit. Nobody trying to hear that soft ass shit, boxing hacker. Shut that soft shit up, boxing hacker. He just fought. You know how many times fighters used to fight? What are you talking about? And that joker, he definitely need to fight again. His little punk ass averaging 2 fights a damn year. That's why he only got 25 fights in 9 years, because he's averaging 2.5 fights a year. 2 fights a year. That ain't shit. That ain't shit. And then y'all still be trying to have these guys in the same conversations as the ones before them when them dudes is putting in way more work. You out of your damn mind. He just fought. What? He just fought? Yeah, he need to fight again. He need to fight 2 more damn times before the year's over. What are you talking about? He just fought. And he ain't good enough shape to fight again. Goddamn Abdullah Mason had 5 fights last year. What are you talking about? That's what's wrong with these dudes now. They soft asses. And you up there with the cotton ball stuff, Hacker. Come on, Hacker, with that cotton ball stuff. He just fought. Shut up. We not talking about Tank who has goddamn court issues, Hacker. What are you talking about? I don't give a fuck about Tank right now. Tank got goddamn got other issues that don't concern boxing. But you see, y'all gotta bring up Tank because they need Tank for that big ass payday. Cause the whole damn time Tank been out, what the fuck has Shakur done? These motherfuckers ain't did shit the whole time Tank been gone. That means that give these guys all the time to do this and do that. Shakur ain't fought shit but a fucking goddamn nut-ass T.O. who ain't fucking great, so don't try that shit, motherfucker. You ain't gonna say he fought fucking goddamn T.O. Who the fuck is T.O.? A lineal champion. That don't mean shit, Hacker. That title shit don't mean shit. The fuck you talking about like T.O. is fucking elite? I dare you lie out your motherfucking locks like T.O. is fucking elite. I dare you lie out your motherfucking locks like T.O. is a fucking level. The fuck out of here, Hacker. Don't even try that shit, homie. You know you my guy, but get the fuck out of here. You trying to make T.O. seem like he's something. If you don't get up on out of here, hacker, T.O. ain't shit but a dude that has already been beaten before fucking Shabriddle hands even for this goddamn ass. T.O. is some dude that shouldn't have lost, motherfucking C-level fucking Cambosis boxing, hacker. What are you talking about, hack man? T.O. ain't shit. He's not elite. He's never been elite. Who the fuck he beat was elite? What skill set? What motherfucking tool in his box is fucking elite? This nigga don't own an elite motherfucking trait of anything in the sport of boxing. Lomachenko, get the fuck out of here. You don't become elite by one fucking elite fighter. Who the fuck said Loma was elite? So you mean to tell me Devin Haney's elite because he fought Lomachenko? He the fuck ain't elite either. Try again, boxing hacker. You got to tighten the fuck up fucking with me. T.O. ain't elite. You explain to me an entire chat breakdown what fucking makes T.O. elite, skill set wise, not who the fuck he fought. Nobody type nothing. Boxing hacker, I want you to give us a boxing 101 and break down why the fuck Teofimo Lopez is elite, skill wise. Not no motherfucking goddamn, none of that bullshit. I don't give a fuck about accolades because that's not determining your skill set. So don't give me none of that shit. Skill-wise, boxing hacker, break down to me why the fuck he's elite. I'm waiting. No fucking accolades, none of that shit. We're talking about skill-wise. So you say he's a fucking elite skill set. Let me see you break it down, Mr. fucking Science. Down and lost my goddamn patience. I need boxing hacker to tell me, Yoda, and everybody else, skill-wise, why Teofimo Lopez is an elite skill set level boxer. I'm waiting on you, hacker. We need you to break this shit down. Skill-wise, nooker, why you ain't typed nothing yet, hacker? No wins, no fucking losses, no lineal shit. Cause lineal don't mean you the fucking elite, the best of all the fucking best. So I need for you to explain to me with your big ass goddamn mouth, radio hacker, what makes Teofimo Lopez an elite fighter skill set wise, motherfucker. I'm waiting. My coffee getting cold, just like I thought. By the time hacker come up with the bullshit ass lie, this shit gonna be fucking iced coffee. Teofimo Lopez elite level. You don't become levels off of fucking accomplishments, motherfucker. That's where you're going to stop the bullshit. Because of fucking trophies. You know how many bum-ass motherfuckers got trophies, nigga? No. Don't type nothing else. Hey, if you ain't gonna type what the fuck I asked you to do, I'ma chop your ass, hacker. I don't want to hear shit else. You need to break down why the fuck Teofimo Lopez is an elite level skill fighter. Don't type nothing else, motherfucker. Don't type. Somebody motherfucker chop his ass until he give us the science. You ain't running from this, motherfucker. You ain't running from this, hacker. Nope, you typing something totally different. No. You type. No, nigga. Break it down, hacker. I want you to break this shit the fuck down. God damn it. I need you to break this shit down. He put himself in the goddamn corner. I don't need my man hacker to type nothing else but that bullshit he said. Here's a fucking stick up. God damn it. fucking elite. Because he was lineal. Lineal mean what? It don't mean nothing. That don't determine your skill set. That was the fucking case Josh Teller shit that never fucking lost the fucking T.O. Tired of y'all this shit with this title shit. That shit don't make you. The skills, motherfucker. The gear don't make the MC. The rhymes do. These accolades don't set your fucking skill set. Your skill sets do. Come on with the bullshit. I ain't the one to fuck with. Don't try that bullshit with me. Hacker can't type nothing else unless he give us the fucking science. Hacker, I'm on your ass all day. Wherever you go at, you gonna have to break this shit down wherever you came up at. I'm on your ass all day, Hacker. Wherever you go, I'm coming and you better explain to us. You're not getting away. I'm letting everyone know you said this bullshit. And you're gonna have to explain to us. You ain't getting away with that one, Hacker. You gonna explain this goofy ass shit here. What? What's up, goddamn. Now, like I was saying. The hell? The fuck? He elite level. That was some elite dickhead shit to say. That was some elite dick eating shit to say. That was some elite pickle pulling shit to say. That's what the fuck that was. No doubt, that was the most elite shit that was done. The elite bullshit. Talking about some goddamn elite. Goddamn. What? What are we talking about here, man? That's all these guys do. But this title, that title, it says that shit don't mean nothing. Fucking elite. You don't even know the difference between elite A or B level. You still ain't broken down yet. You still ain't broken down what makes him fucking elite, boxing hacker. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't did shit. No, it's not by accomplishments, motherfucker. I said break down what makes Teofimo Lopez an elite skill set level fighter, nigga. No, you did not. No, you did not. Because for one to be elite level skill set, that means you got your motherfucking skill set got to be on a motherfucking beam. That nigga, get the fuck out of here. You ain't broke down shit skill-wise. I don't need to drop no motherfucking link on you. You getting all the fucking attention you want right from the motherfucking chat, nigga. It ain't gonna be no goddamn different. You still ain't broke down skill set wise what makes him an elite skill set level. Is it because he got a motherfucking steaming like motherfucking jab? What about his motherfucking footwork? You ain't explained none of that shit. You don't know a fucking thing about boxing. The fuck out of here, hack. I ain't trying to hear that shit. You can't even break down why this motherfucking is elite skill set. It's in the skill set. Not no damn accomplishments. What the fuck is good about T.O.? The only thing good about T.O. is his athleticism. That don't making him elite. He was never motherfucking Roy Jones fucking athletic. Nowhere near. Hacker, you going on timeout. God damn it. Hacker, you on timeout. Hacker, you on timeout until tomorrow. Okay? Had enough. Elite skill set. The fuck out, you couldn't even break it down. I said skill-wise. Yeah, I ain't hear you say nothing about a jab, a fucking hook, a fucking uppercut, none of that shit. I ain't hear you say nothing about speed, quickness, motherfucking ring generalship, motherfucking footwork. I ain't hear you explain none of that shit. None of that shit. Skill set, motherfucker. Skill set, skill wise, the tools in your toolbox, hacker. Nothing elite about the boy. Never was. He's an elite fucking dickhead. That's what T.O. is. He's an elite dickhead. No more, no less. Fucking elite level. Fuck out of here. He elite level. He lost to some lackadaisical motherfuckers if he elite. Shit. Talking about some damn elite level. Hacker, take a break today. Don't go on nobody's shit today. Don't go on nobody's shit today, hacker. Alright? You don't know how to break shit down. We just figured that out. Elite. This motherfucker ain't faced a bunch of elite motherfucking opposition either. The fuck out of here. Elite. That motherfucking elite of being scared of motherfucking goddamn Devin Haney. That's what he elite of. Elite of being scared of somebody you don't need to be scared of. Don't ever try that bullshit with me again, boxing hacker. Don't you ever try that shit with me again. You my guy. Don't try that shit with me again. Alright? Don't try that shit with me again. You think you just gonna say whatever, you better be able to break that shit down. Don't try it over here. I'm a wordsmith. I play around with them words. This goddamn dude. What? Now, let's get back to some serious boxing talk. What we talk about here? Alright? So now this knucklehead dude goes out on another rant. You know he need a payday. He shouldn't get it. He just got paid. He just got paid and he fell against Shakur Stevenson. Alright, so why the fuck should he be getting another payday period? Know what I mean? And he's not that guy. He's a damn gatekeeper. That's what he is. Never been elite. Had hot moments. Uncle Kaz in the building. Excuse my tardiness, Uncle Kaz. I meant to shout you out when I first seen you came in, but Boxing Hacker wanted to come over here and hack shit up. And you know, I had to cut up on his ass. I had to cut up on him. AB the professional. What's going on? The heck? Smash the like button, man. Everybody that's coming in here. So far what we covered, we talked about tomorrow night's fight. Tomorrow night's fights against the ladies. You know, Shadeja Green and Lanny Daniels in the co-main event. And we got Baumgardner and yeah, I'll be playing around with these dudes. Then we got Baumgardner and Bo Shin. We talked about that. I gave my assessment. I respect their sportsmanship. I really do. I respect the sportsmanship. They all look comfortable. We talked about that. And of course, you know, we back over here talking about the haves and have-nots in boxing. You know what I'm saying? The perpetrators and all that. The fake asses. We talk about the Malibu's most wanted and all that. That's where we at because that's what's going on in men boxing right now. A whole bunch of bullish, a whole bunch of capping, people trying to cash out and this, that, and the other. They living in a delusional state of mind and they think they more than what they worth and, you know, taking shortcuts, but really saying they challenging themselves. You know, then same old in the sport of boxing. I'm not trying to hear it, Jerron Ennis and Xander Zayas put it out there. These dudes need to stop playing. The rest of boxing needs to stop playing. The rest of boxing needs to stop playing. Tell all those dudes who ain't did nothing yet or haven't done anything in a while to stop playing. Because there are two men who has shown us it ain't hard. You just get at it. You don't dare to be great. So at the end of your boxing career, when people get to talk about you, they can have so many positive things or more positive things to say about you than negative things. RGM in the building, salute. That's what it's about. And then you got these dudes out here, they know what's going on in their profession. They see what's going on in their profession, see if they carbon copy that. They ain't going to do that. Just like the conversation keep going on at 147, and I hear this is a good conversation. You know, and no one has yet, because I keep hearing the criticism. No one has yet, outside of him fighting Jerron Ennis, I ain't see nobody try to go get after that. And we know how they do in the sport of boxing, right, y'all? So why haven't we? The question that I'm asking y'all in attendance this morning, why hasn't anyone tried to do that with Karen? Huh? Why? We see them doing with other fighters. Why haven't we seen nobody do that with Karen? Why ain't nobody rushing over there to fight Karen to say, oh, they fought Karen or beat Karen better than Jerron Ennis? I'm asking a question. I need answers. Why? We see it everywhere else. So when somebody beats somebody, you're like, oh yeah, I'll go fight him. He ain't ish. Everybody talked about how Karen is not this, how Karen is like that. But nobody has not rushed to show that Karen is really the way that they say Karen is. I wonder why. Somebody help me out. Somebody help me out. That was a good topic. I really wanted to talk about that a little more. But see, that's the bullish in boxing, right? That's the bullish in boxing. But I have not seen your Debo or whoever the hell else say, you know what? I'm going to go make a statement. I'm going to go ahead and fight the boy Karen. I don't think the boy Karen is nice like that. I'm going to show Jerron Ennis, you know, the boy Karen ain't like that. I'm going to beat him better. I'm going to beat him quicker. Y'all know they like to do that. Huh? Why hasn't anyone done that? I wonder why. Like no one. What happened to anything you can do? I can do it better. Why hasn't anyone jumped to that? Y'all know leftovers, you know, this leftover, that leftover. Once again, because I'm asking y'all because I don't have the answer. I need Mr. Hill. I need AB. I need someone. I don't have the answer. Why hasn't anyone have done that to Karen? Matter of fact, here's a question. Here's a question y'all might be able to answer. Because now that I'm thinking about it, how many Jerron Ennis past opponents have we seen anybody go in there and fight after him? I wonder why. Because that's one thing I've been peeping. You know how motherfuckers is, you know. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fight him. I'm going to go ahead and fight him. I'm going to fight him better. I'm going to beat him better. Why not has anyone done that when it came to Gerard Ennis? Hear all this criticism. He's not this. He's not that. He ain't fought nobody. But why has not anyone tried to go behind Gerard Ennis and fight the guys that he fought? I'm still waiting for an answer. Can y'all hear me? Queen, can y'all hear me? RGM, can y'all hear me? Uncle Cass, can you hear me? Cam, can you hear me? Why has not any of these jokers that y'all saying that would beat Gerard Ennis have not went behind any of his goddamn opponents and beat them better than him? None of them. And they all nobodies. So if he fought a bunch of nobodies, a bunch of tomato cans and Coke cans and Pepsi cans, why ain't nobody do it? If you could do it, I could do it better. I could do it better than you know? Because they can't. You know why? Because they can't. And they damn sure ain't gonna go in there trying to fight motherfucking Karen because they can't beat Karen. They can't beat Gerard Ennis' opponents better than him, and they can't beat these guys that they say Gerard Ennis beat that ain't shit. So why ain't nobody ever tried to top his work yet? But people be trying to top other people's work. Yeah, fighters come out and say, yeah, I like to fight him coming off this line. I think I can do that. Huh? Yeah. But Gerard Ennis ain't this, he ain't that. Everybody he fought ain't this, ain't that. So why ain't nobody exposed his ass yet? I ain't seen it done yet. I'm waiting. All these so-called, so-par fighters that he fought, why ain't nobody go out there and y'all got, what's his name beat so-and-so better than Boots? What's his name beat so-and-so better than Boots? What's his name beat so-and-so better than Boots? The only thing I hear, if they was to fight them, they will beat them better than Boots. But that's different from they beat them better than Boots. Isn't it a big difference the last time I checked? Isn't it a big difference? Oh, tripping. Agree or disagree? Let me know when I sound like I'm dumb. All right, we got a half an hour left here because I'm not going over 2 hours, damn it. We got half an hour. Now let's have some damn fun. Shit, tired of this. They don't want no smoke. Tired of y'all jokers. Fuck out of here. They don't want no smoke. No smoke. None. We is having fun. That was just the appetizer. Now let's have some fun. We was having fun. It's all fun with me. How y'all feeling, man? Now, let me ask y'all a question. Let's have some fun here. All right. So, you horny, right? In the moment the horny kick in on you, ain't nobody around. He's not around. She not around. They not around. And this is, you like, it's really bad. You know how you catch hot flashes, you catch those moments, right? You can't call the D because the D ain't available. You know, like, it's good reason why the D ain't available, right? But you itching. Same thing with you, fellas. That thing ain't available. Now, depending on your lifestyle, players from the Himalayas, you may have other options, right? You may have other options. But the other options, you don't want that. You in the mood for this one motherfucker. This one person. Know what I mean? You can't get to him. You can't go out. You can't start your day or go through your day without it. What you gonna do? Are you gonna go ahead and knowing that you need to start off your day and have an easy day because you have a task at hand, but you want to be feeling good about this task at hand? You want to be to face the adversity with the task at hand without busting a sweat. You need to do what you need to do. What are you going to do? That's why they created toys. Thank you for the correct answer. And the only answer that I was actually looking for, Quee. I'm glad Quee said this, because this would be the reason why y'all don't run into those at the midnight specials. This is a cutoff. You gotta keep dealing with these motherfucking daywalkers. You hear me? You ain't gotta be embarrassed about taking one for the team. Gumbo said, you know what's bad? When you thought you felt something better, and now you realize, yeah, what you lost was the best due. Yeah, it happens. Yo, it's funny, Mr. Gumbo, because I'm going to tell you something, right? I'm glad that you said that. Listen. So, couple of young boys, they out there, they doing a thing. So one little young boy, he had a little plaything that, he playing with. But she that. I ain't gonna get that detail, but you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. Coffee and donut for grown-ups. All right? But he seen something else, right? And wanted it. So when he first started talking about it to me, he said, damn. He said, man, Nikki, man, but and this girl over here, little shorty right there, he's like, like, I said, dog, everything is good, right? Yeah, everything is good with Nick, man, like, everything's spot on. I said, so if everything is good, she does everything the way that you like it, even better than the way that you like it, what do you need to be going to fuck on something else? Well, I ain't in a relationship, stuff like that. I get it. He said, so, damn, what you telling me? You telling me don't get it? I said, yeah. He said, damn, what you hating? You want it? I said, no, I ain't on shit. I said, but I'm just telling you, it might not turn out to be that way. You know what I mean? So, he ain't listen. I said, might wind up not being like that. I said, now, I'm only going off of basically what you told me about Nikki. So I know how you feel about Nikki. You don't need to be going nowhere else if Nikki is good. You don't need to step. See, this would be fucking up with people. They be doing too goddamn much. Doing shit when they don't necessarily have to do it. Because let me tell you something. If my partner is good, we good to fucking go, I don't need another hoe. If me and my partner is good to go, I don't need another. I mean, Seriously. So anyway, he's like, man, fuck that, Unc. Hey, Unc, man, I think you hating a little bit, Unc, because you done got all old and everything, Unc. So you know what I mean? You don't be having all, I said, okay. I said, well, far as Nikki, I said, I don't know how Nikki is. I said, you tell me about Nikki. You the only person you told me about Nikki. I know how you feel about Nikki and the Kit Kat and all that. You the one told me this is the best thing, and you told me this. So if you telling me this, I don't want to hear that. So you know what he did? Oh yeah, they going some damn where. Yeah, a couple blocks up. I'm going to go to the door and see what's popping in a second. So what happened was he went and pursued the Lord John, right? Pursued her. He got it. He just got it. Right? He got it. Boom. Now, here it is. He went and got it. It wasn't nothing like what he thought it was going to be. Then on top of that, old Nikki found out about it. I mean, so guess what? Now he really hurting. Because Nikki done canceled Christmas on his ass. So he can't get no more of that. And when you went to get that, it wasn't nothing like that. I tried to tell him. He ain't want to listen. Oh, y'all should. Oh, man, I should have never did that. I'm like, what? Man, that joint, man, that joint ain't like that. It wasn't like that. Like, you know what I mean? The looks is dead and it wasn't like that. I'm like, for real? It ain't like that? I'm like, wow, I said, now you know. But see, one thing this little idiot didn't know, and I'm going to say this carefully because I don't want y'all to be doing crazy shit and mixing my words up. He didn't get the memo on the other shorty. But I had already heard through the grapevine that shorty looked fine. But it's just like having a pretty car, but it don't drive good. You heard me? It's like having a nice looking car, but it don't drive good. Then old Nikki found out. Nikki said, oh, he want to go play around with that? Let him go ahead. Damn. Fucked up. Now this motherfucker singing the goddamn coochie blues. Cause the best thing at this time in his life that he was having fun with, he can't get no damn more. I told him not to do it. Now I was going to tell him, listen, man, I heard that the shot ain't shit. But he would have been like, oh, yeah, he hating a little bit. I ain't hating. Mr. Telephone Man, yeah, Mr. Gumbo. He found out. And I seen the little sucker yesterday, too, y'all. I seen his ass yesterday, too. I said, hey, how you feeling today? Like, man, don't mess with me over here, man. I ain't in the mood for that. I said, I told you, man. I told you. Now, that was John. She enjoyed him. He didn't enjoy her. Tried to tell his ass. Right? So now, now he back, he boom. But just because, she was so this, so that, what the, oh yeah. Are you parking them here? Oh shit. Alright, so listen. They towing fucking cars and they gonna park them on my block. Why you? They must have some sort of festival going on, right? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all see what's going on. Oh, so now, what? So y'all, they moving people cars from one block and they parking them around here. Why are you gonna do that? Because now it's gonna be too many motherfucking cars right here. About to ask him, what the fuck you doing that for? Now they do they got a festival that they do every Thursday that they just started, where they do a lot of cooking and stuff like that. Let me see. Whoa! What y'all, they having something today, fam? Hey, boy. These motherfuckers, hold on, y'all. That's how it goes down in the city. Ba-dum-dum-dum. What, they having something somewhere today, fam?
Something like that.
Right here down the street?
Yeah, that 1300 block.
Oh yeah, the festival they do every Thursday, so that's why they moving some of the cars.
Yeah.
But see, they be knowing they put the signs up, bro.
Yeah.
They be knowing.
They be knowing.
You know what's gonna be the funny part? When a motherfucker come out here looking for their car, that's the funny shit. The last time somebody parked their car right here because of a festival on that side,
Yeah.
they came outside, dog. Motherfuckers walked around for 3 hours looking for their fucking car. That's where their car was at, on the other side. Watch, motherfuckers. I already knew what was going on. I said, let me see what's going on. Just get to move shit off this block.
Yeah,
but yeah, they having a festival down there. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, that shit be comical. Motherfucker come out the door. They think somebody stole their car and all that shit.
I be wanting to take that motherfucker all the way up North Philly.
I know a cat that did that before. Like a couple years ago when they had the locks around here, boy was mad and she said, man, you know what? I'm gonna take some of these. He said, I'm gonna take some of these joints on the other side of Broad. What's up, Nate? Yo, he took like 5 cars on the other side of Broad,
I
man.
be doing that shit sometimes too, cause I be tired. Like you see the sign.
How you doing, love?
You the one driving the tow truck. I gotta give you a pound, brother.
Yeah.
You were driving ass.
Yeah, he can whip that joint.
From way up there down there.
I can't keep going around.
Like you was driving forward.
Yeah.
Oh, they moved that right there because the festival, because they got all those cars parked down there. So you know when they do the festivals, and then every Thursday when they be having that shit down there. So that car was in the way, so somebody gonna have to come around looking for their car, and I'm gonna be high laughing at the ass.
Next couple hours.
Yeah, yup.
Wake up. You know?
All right, homie, have fun.
All right, my bro. No, I work.
He just do that. That's all he do. No uniform. That's all he does.
I don't do shit else.
I'll do that shit though. No, I would be able to do it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, I'll do that shit all day long.
Yeah, I do that shit. My man have fun doing that shit. This motherfucker be taking shit all the way out West Oak Lane. Now he got Southwest. He take shit out West Oak Lane and all that shit. Yeah, y'all, it's a little festival going. Have a good one, homie. You too. Sorry for the late response. I was seasoning some chicken. What kind of chicken was you seasoning? Huh?
You got trouble?
Nah, he had to move a car down here because the festival. So you know how when the cars, they move them around. So he just dropped somebody's car off here because they had to be moved from down there.
Oh, okay.
You know how I get, Miss Jackie. Yeah, y'all, we back at it, man. Had to see what's going on. But when you heard the police sirens, Gumbo, they was going to a little incident. I had just got a little crime alert about that. So it's already some early friction going on. So when y'all heard the police driving by, they was going to a scuffle. No guns, though. They was going to a scuffle. Motherfuckers fighting with their hands and, you know, sticks and shit like that. It's too early in the morning for that. Get yourselves together. So now that's he's going down there, he's backing up down the street to tow another car and to park it somewhere else. But y'all heard him, man, they do shit like that, man. They'll park your car in another part of the city and all that. Yeah, that shit is ruthless, man. Yeah, but you know, hey, sometimes you be thinking it's weather is better on the other side, and it don't be like that. Got to be careful out there, man. Shit. But hey, listen. That's how you keep those daywalkers from you.
It's 90-some degrees.
How you doing?
Good morning. They have less than a day's
I mean, be careful. That's why you got a toy. That's why you need a toy, y'all. Because y'all be out there on some desperate shit. Listen, I done seen some females. I done seen some dudes. And the shit they been creeping from. Oh, it's definitely things they definitely wouldn't let you see them with in the daytime at any damn time. Females know too. I seen a homegirl had something creeping out her damn spot that I normally don't see her with. She was like, I was like, don't worry about it. I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah, they better know, boy. I'm telling you. Listen, one of my homegirls, right? Oh man, we tight as shit. This girl's super fucking tight. She was like a homie, you know what I mean? Listen, right? She's a motherfucker, I'm gonna tell y'all, right? You know she attractive girl, she attracts a lot of nice looking guys, right? But look, she her, you know what I mean? She living her damn life. So I caught something coming out of her crib one day. She definitely, out of all people she didn't want to see, out of all the people, she definitely didn't want me to be the one that seen the motherfucker she was letting out her house. Out of every damn body. And boy, why was I the one? He said, that's a bugger wolf? God, a booger wolf. Damn, I'm gonna use that up here. Booger wolf. Right? So, I'm coming through a block and shit, and boom. Soon when I get to her door, she walking the guy to the door. She letting him out. Now listen, y'all, the crazy part ain't quit. Now peep this, y'all, real quick before I get y'all up out of here in 8 minutes, man, right? Here's the crazy part. You know how when you have a guy come over and you had a good night or whatever, and you fuck with him like that, you might not be a man, but your love thing, you know that the love session was cool, the meeting in the bedroom, everything went good. So you walk into the door with your robe on, you had a good time, y'all both got y'all nuts off, reach y'all peak, and you gave him a little kiss and a little hug, you know what I mean? That don't mean that you loved him, but you loved the dangy thing, right? So why, right, when I get to the door, when I gets to riding by, she just let this motherfucker, she opened her door, she she had little shorts and shit on, right? And the motherfucking nigga she ain't want me to see coming out her damn house. You hear me? Hey, Josh, do you hear me? Listen, I'm gonna say this, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna say this. The motherfucker look like this. He was cross-eyed like a motherfucker. Y'all hear me? He was cross-eyed like a motherfucker like this. I ain't bullshitting. That's how his eyes is, just like this. Hey. Hold up, I had to cut the cam off for that. And the crazy part, I know him. He's one of my homies' brothers. And listen, he's a funny looking motherfucker, you hear me? He Debo in both eyes. Wait. What you mean ain't shit? What you mean, Quay? She ain't shit. She shouldn't have been creeping with, right? So then, right, hold on. So then I tried to speed up on my joint like I ain't see it, right? Why this bitch called my phone? I didn't answer my phone, right? Cause she see me catching. So then when she tucked her head all the way out her door. Now she looking at both ends of the street. She like this. Making sure I was the only one that seen that motherfucker creeping out of there at 5:46 in the morning. I remember the time. I remember the exact time because I was actually on my way to work and I was running a few minutes behind. Right, so then she called my phone. She gonna say, was that you? I said, who? I said, I ain't riding by you. I said, I'm on my way to work. She gonna say, don't you gotta come this way to go to work? I said, no, I ain't gotta ride to your block to go to work. I said, the only way I would ride to your block to go to work, if I'm coming from somewhere else, that's the only way I would come through your block. So I tried to tell her it wasn't me. She gonna say, you lying motherfucker. She said, I seen that motherfucking car, Carly. I seen that little fucking two-door weed fucking car, that little green-ass fucking car. It was, you know, ain't nobody else got the car.
What's up, Dre?
What's going on?
You got 50 cents on your phone?
I was like, she said, yeah, it was you. You better not fucking tell. She, look, hey, John, she was like this. She was like, you better keep your motherfucking mouth shut. You know when somebody, you know what I mean? Like, that's how she was. Yo, she was like, you better not say no fuck. She said, you better not say shit. She gave me the evil face too. Now, dude is cool, he just funny looking motherfucker. So she said, you better not say nothing. I said, damn, that's your dude. I said, I see you give him a big hug and a kiss. I know what that hug and a kiss is. After y'all, me, you the girls done left my motherfucker house giving me hugs and kisses after giving them a good fucking night. Fuck you talking about? She gonna talk about mind your motherfucking business. She was like, it is good. And she said, listen, they ain't my dude, but you know what I mean? When I want to get my shit off like that, you know what I mean? That's who I'm, you know what I mean? You better not tell no motherfucking body. I was like, I ain't gonna tell no damn body. And Scott's honor, y'all, I didn't tell nobody. You see my face, Josh, right? Scout's honor, I ain't tell nobody. Bullshit, y'all know I told somebody. I ain't tell a lot of people, but I told some damn body. I told a couple safe people, that's all. But here's the crazy part. I talked to him about it. I talked to him about it, Queen. I wrote up, I said, yo, nigga, he ain't even know what the hell I was talking about. I said, damn. He was like, come on, man, with that bullshit, man. I said, damn, you be getting it in, huh? You know, what you talking about? I said, no, man, you be getting it in. I said, you know, he was like, huh? He said, oh, shit. So when he caught on to it, he felt embarrassed. I'm like, what you gonna be embarrassed about that for, man? Like, she ain't nobody to be embarrassed by. You know what he said? He was like, no, I don't want nobody to know that I'm able to pull shit off like this, so. He's like, yeah, he said, nah, he said, you might know about that. He told me with them cross eyes, he said, hey, Crush, you know, that's your girl now, that's your homie. You know, there's a couple things I'll be creeping with. Just like that. I was like, you know why he talking to me? I'm like, he was like, yeah, he's like, oh, but I had a crush on her. You know, he said, I always had a crush on her. He explained to me and all that, but I left it there, goddamn. Yeah, we all got an ugly duckling that we go to that be gooder than a motherfucker. You don't want nobody to see. Not because you don't want nobody else to have it, because, you know. Not that you don't want nobody else to have it. You just don't want a motherfucker to see you with it. That's all, you know. Shit. Don't be afraid. Shit. Show that motherfucker. No. I know those times, when you trying to get a little, one of them little ugly ass joints out your crib before everybody wake up, before the homies come out on the block. That's a motherfucker. I got caught, oh yeah, I got caught one time, y'all. I had this ugly motherfucker, y'all. She had a body. This joint had a body on her, but she was ugly. No, she was ugly. I ain't gonna hold you. She was ugly. But she was ugly, but this motherfucker was that. Man, I was like, man, this joint, her face is hit. But from that motherfucker neck on down, from that neck on down, Cam, from From the titties on down. Y'all hear me? From the breasts on down. That bitch was a 10. Can I get a 10? Can I get a 10? Can I get a 10? But that face, oh, that face, woo! Listen, but that fucking body and the way she was dancing in the club that night, I said, God damn! Got up to dance on the dance with her, getting busy. You know, we dirty dancing, you know, slow wine, all that shit, bumping grind, all that bullshit. Besides the stepping to the name of love. That's the only shit we wasn't doing. You know, so see the dim light, can't really see the face just yet. Man, stepped over that bright light, hit that shit. I was like, damn, her face hit. You know what I mean? Ugly. You know what I mean? But I'm like, damn, I done grind all up on this dirty, I done Patrick Swayze all up on this chick throughout the night. Couple songs and shit. He with it. Now anybody with it, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I said, man, I can't, you know what I mean, go through all this shit. She done got me routed up, not because of her face, but from the breasts on down and the way she was working those hips around. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, fuck that. This is what I'm gonna do. So, you know, Anthony, we hook up, right? Right? Yes, Queen, right? So I said, fuck, now I'm gonna hit this motherfucker, right? So I told him, because the thing was, other dudes in the club was on it too, because she had it was nice look, it was better looking woman in the face, nice looking woman, but that female had the baddest body in that bitch. And she had the tightest body in that motherfucker. That bitch was on some Meg Thee Stallion shit. No, all natural. Yeah. So, you know, listen. Let me tell y'all something. Shit. If it wasn't for her face, she'll still be at my place. Woo-wee! You hear me, Queen? If it wasn't for the face, I would still be at her place and she'd be at my place. Man, listen. And so what happened was, right? One of my homies, he know me. We know how we move, so he already knew what I did, right? So your homies know how you move, so my homie peeped my whole damn move, right? But he played it off. But guess what? After that, the shorty got up out there. Hey, yo, man. Yeah, what was up with Muscle Face? That shit was good, because she had one of those strong-looking faces and shit. You know how they say a true African? She had one of those joints. She had one of them stone faces and shit. When I tell you that shit was on a bean, that shit was on a bean. D1, that thing was on a bean, boy. What? She had the strong face. Yeah. She had the army strong face. You know, army strong. She had the army strong face, but that fucking body was impeccable. And he had a nice little. I hit that motherfucker like 4 more times. Okay, right? But my homies slide up on me. They like, oh, yeah. OG, just don't go for the marquee shades. That's bad for your health, pimp. Oh, no, I'm too far away from Mark Shea. You understand me? I'm too far away from Mark Shea. You understand? You know, in DS, and, you know, my beauty account, my beauty account is set up different, you know, these days. You know, beauty account. You ain't got to be drop dead gorgeous, but motherfucker, you better be alright looking in the damn face. You ain't got to be the prettiest motherfucker, but goddamn be easy on the eyes. As long you are friendly for the eyes, you can be a lady of mine. You hear me? Hey, Quinn, you heard me? As long as you are eye friendly, Yeah, you understand me? Shit. The fuck, I ain't the handsomest motherfucker in the world. Women find me ugly and all that, whatever the case may be. I think I'm alright looking guy. I ain't as handsome as I used to be, but you know, I think I'm bad looking, you know. But goddamn, fuck that. Let it be easy on out, not some shit where you. You know what I mean? You know some shit that you just can't stare at for so long. But look, y'all, that's my time to go. It's been a wonderful episode of Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups. I am the Making Freak Legend. You're the Wise Crush. I will see you guys soon. Peace.